Hey, it's Eric here, Peachtree Classic Cars. This is a new arrival, 1955 Ford F100 short bed step side pickup truck. And the story we got on it, at least from the old timer we got it from, is that he had pulled it out of the barn after it had been sitting for a very long time, sanded it down, painted it about a year ago or so, put some new door handles on it, put new emblems on it, a few little things like that, wipers, and then just wasn't able to complete the project. So the good thing is it runs. It's got the original 292 Y block, and it actually sounds pretty darn good for having sat in the it's almost impossible to open that hood with one hand. And for an old school original, that runs awesome. We put a little bit of fuel treatment in the fuel, and honestly a good tune-up, and it would go a long way. But I mean, listen to this engine. The clutch engages, the brakes work. I'm gonna go ahead and turn her off. Clutch engages, brakes work, they stop. In fact, I took it for a little drive down the road. It is so cold today, and I'm just doing this new arrival because I've actually had enough people call me and ask me for 53 through 56 Ford trucks that I've actually made this video, just making this video mostly just for you guys. But and let's see, it's January 17th today, 2024. So anyways, body lines on this thing are awesome. I mean, this is an original, like, old school. This is, to me, inner fender wells. I mean, the barn find, at least for us, you know. Now, obviously, if it hadn't been painted, it'd be a real barn find. But I guess I just love it when somebody's able to pull something out and say, hey, you know, the last time we drove it, we parked it in the barn and then pulled it out, you know, 15, 20 years later and said, let's start working on it. So I believe also, I'm going to double check that the lights work. Yep. And the guy I got it from said he had at least made it to where you could take it for a drive. Now, it's got very old tires on it, and if I was going to keep it, the first thing I'd probably do is just put the tires on it. Look, the lights work. It's awesome. I mean, I took it for a drive. I know I normally do a drive in my video, like I said, just on this one in particular, because it's a new arrival and I'm doing this quick. In fact, one of you guys told me you got another engine, you're going to put it in anyway. So, but we did take it for a drive. The brakes stop like they're supposed to. I would still go through it again. I would put white wall tires on it, and that's why I'm not going to put new tires on it to sell it. I want the next guy to do what they want to with it, you know. So the body lines are really straight. The paint is driver quality. Still a couple, you know, there must have been a dent there and he kind of just painted right over it. You know, in fact, actually that didn't even, got a little bit of dirt on it. But the paint is newer. Door handles work. This window, I know when it rolls up and down, is a little bit off track, but it's not cracked. You got some bubbling on the original vent glass. Little rock chip here and a few windshield wiper scrapes on there, but the weather stripping on that, actually it almost looks like they took the original windshield out and put new weather stripping on, put the original windshield back in. They left the back one on. That's probably got a little crack right there. Actually, it's not little, it goes like this, so all the way across. And then the bed is made out of some old barn wood and some steel slats. Crack on the passenger side window. Doors open and close like they're supposed to. Brand new seat cover. Original seat with a brand new vinyl. And also a brand new rubber floor mat. Underneath there is a solid floor pans. You've got some overspray from the paint job, but I mean, really, really solid. The battery box is rusted out underneath. There's still a battery in there. I'm gonna go around and show you guys the cab corners look good. Hinge pockets look good. I mean, this kind of what, I don't even know, you know, all these different terminologies are thrown around. I want to say like this feels kind of like a Survivor, but I've already said barn find a few times. A couple little spots of crusty there on the bottom of the door. But this floor pan, I mean, it's in Fantastic shape. Incredible. Little, yep, that's the brake switch. And then just really quick underneath, this was kind of what sold me on it. Hopefully got some surface rust here, the original tank. And then just really impressed with how solid the floor pan is. Only superficial surface rust on the frame that I can see. I was trying really hard to get to that inside cab corner, but with the gas tanks there, it's tough. A little spot of some putty there, or some Bondo there. Other than that, this inner fender well looks really good. I know this is often the most important thing you guys want to see. Really solid underneath. Hold that still for you. This looks like it might have been a replacement fender at some point because it's still got a sticker on it. I'm wondering if while I'm shooting the video, I'm trying real quick to, first of all, not turn my, there you go. So some surface rust, a little patch down there at the bottom. The rest of the fender looks good. I was hoping I would see a date on that fender, but I don't. Inner fender on this side looks great. I mean, really solid. One spot right there. Other than that, I mean, this is an incredible condition. And then on this side, you got a similar spot there, right here at the bottom. Other than that, surface rust. And really solid. So if you're looking for something that's original and solid, let me go not forget to get the passenger side underneath. Whew, it's cold, guys. There's your battery box rusted out, but it's still solid enough. It's holding the battery. And then we may go upside down here for a second. A little bit. Okay, so original fender, I'm sorry, cab corner there has got a hole in it. But honestly, wow, I would probably try and patch that and would do some trick. It's like some handy welding, because that's the original cab corners. This might even, who knows how old the exhaust is, but just want to show underneath. One spot of rust I'm finding way up in there on the back of the cab. Other than that, just really finding this to be an original, basically all original condition vehicle. Even the old dog dish hubcaps are on there. Those are the ones I'm always tempted to steal and put on the wall, you know, in the office or in my shop. Okay, so there you have it, 55 Ford F100. I believe that to be the 292Y block, and I can take pictures of the engine block if that's important. But yeah, I think this is going to be a really cool truck for somebody to, quite frankly, put brand new tires on it, double check everything, and I think you could just drive it like it is. It's got lights, and it's maybe throw some seat belts in it if you want. I like a radio, but I would put some fatty 3 or 4 inch white wall tires on this truck and double check the brakes and then just drive it. So, Peachtree Classic Cars, we look forward to hearing from you. Give us a call.